ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of the CD Racoola Show. Today we have a very, very important episode of the show that could very well mean your life or death. For in this episode, we go over some strategies on how to survive in a horror movie. But before we get into this all-important episode, if you guys could hit that big old red subscribe button, it'd mean life or death. For me, that's for sure, and I'm already undead, so it's even more important. Okay, so back to the episode here. If you ever find yourself being stalked by a psycho killer, haunted by an evil spirit, or find an ancient monster scratching at your window, you may find yourself in need of a few tips. And who better to give you tips on surviving than a 600-year-old vampire? I mean, I've survived for a long time. So, first, let's kick this episode off with, and I can't say this enough, stay out of the basement. Nothing good ever happens in the basement in horror movies. Just don't do it. Your mommy tells you to go down in the basement to do a little chore. Just simply refuse, because the hair standing on the back of your neck may be for something that is very much real. Also, don't look under your bed in the middle of the night. I mean, come on. So many reasons the horror genre has given us for just staying in our bed and staring up at the ceiling. Looking under the bed is not a good option. If you find yourself in a horror film and think your house might be haunted, just move! Why do people never just move in horror films? They stay there to the bitter end. Does someone in your family have to die for you guys to move? Like, you hear a weird whisper in the dark, or your dishes start floating through the air. Just get the heck out of there. Speaking of curses, maybe don't mess with old ladies. Just don't mess with them. Don't make fun of them, don't tease them, and definitely don't wrong them. Because they are, they're cursing people all the time, these old ladies. The old lady you honked at, sitting at the red light too long, just may be a witch. Just saying, just carry their groceries for them, and open their doors, and help them across the street, and keep your mouth shut, because they are out there ready to curse anyone who looks at them the wrong way. Speaking of cursed, if you see a doll, and you think it may be cursed, then get rid of that darn thing right quick fast and in a hurry. In fact, just don't bring any dolls into the house. That'll solve that problem. Because sometimes in horror movies, the dolls come back no matter how many times you get rid of them. Did that doll just move? If you have to ask yourself that question, maybe don't bring the little dolly home with you. Or better yet, and this is a good piece of advice, assume all dolls are cursed and keep them as far from you as humanly possible. Speaking of things to keep away from you, how about clowns? I mean, come on, do we really need to say it? Just say no to clowns. Just say no to clowns. Now, maybe I'm getting a little sci-fi here on you, but aliens? Do we really need to find them? I feel like there are a lot of horror movies out there proving that why finding aliens is a pretty bad idea. Also, if you think a pale person who only goes out at night like yours truly, may be a vampire. Don't invite them into your home. As a real-life vampire, I can tell you that the myth is true. If we aren't invited into your pad or your cribs, then we can't come in. So don't invite us over to hang with your fam or your homies. Also, if any crusty guy at a gas station gives you directions to somewhere and says it's a shortcut, don't listen to that crust ball. Just cancel your trip. Sorry, kids, not going. And turn your minivan around and head home before some mutated freaks attack you. Oh, and don't bring anything back from the dead. In a horror movie, it almost always ends up being evil or demonic or some kind of murderous rage monster. The dead need to stay dead. Oh, don't swim at night either, and especially don't swim by yourself, because that thing that just brushed your leg, and you think may just be a man-eating shark, a giant anaconda, or a creature from a lagoon that's black, probably is what you think it is, and you're about 5 seconds away from being something's lunch. Another thing that happens in horror movies is once you think the creature or psycho killer is dead, they always come back for one last attack. So make sure, as they say in Zombieland, to double tap that shotgun, just to make sure. He has some pretty good rules in Zombieland as well. That's a great movie. Speaking of rules in horror movies, as they say in the movie Scream, don't ever say, "I'll be right back," because you won't be. You definitely will be brutally murdered if you say that phrase. I think that covers most of the survivalist tactics for me for horror movies. I know I missed quite a few, but if you think of a horror movie survival move or tactical strategy that I missed, please feel free to tell me in the comments. I would like to thank you for joining me here on this episode of the Racoola show, and if you could be a little sweetie Petey and help a poor little 600-year-old vampire out and subscribe to the show, I would love you most dearly, as I appreciate all you guys that subscribe. Of course I do. Please feel free to join me next episode of the show as I take a look at the film Good Boy. That's a good boy. Really unique, that film. Looking forward to it. So, till next time, my little blood bags out there in YouTube land. I'll be right back. Ta-ta, my dears. Ta-ta.